I'm just going to invite our host up to close down the meeting. He grew up in this area. He is the producer of No More Lockdown Rodeo Rally. He's very happy to be able to be coming back to this area Easter weekend for Small Town Smackdown. Ladies and gentlemen, our host, Mr. Ty Northcott.
Thanks, Shannon. Well, I have a question for people in the room. Who knows where Dodge City is? Well, I'm a rodeo kid that got to grow up in Caroline, Alberta. And I think it was back in the 70s, there was a write-up in the Calgary Herald. And they were talking about this town in small town Alberta where people drove around with guns in the rack windows and they called it Dodge City with gas pumps, and that's Caroline, Alberta. Welcome you all to Dodge City. I never know what to speak about when I come on the stage to these different events, and we've done lots of things in the last year or so. I had a friend at the back earlier today that he's the reason why I found this. He gave me a call in May last year and he said, there's something going on in Leduc at a oil field shop. So I went up there and I met people there that I would have never in my world ever met before. Who would have thought a guy from Caroline would be standing on a stage talking at the same place as a man that holds hearts and lungs in his hands? Who'd have thought a guy from Caroline would be standing on a stage with a chef more popular than Gordon Ramsay? Well, at least in Canada, Chris. And I've had the privilege over the last year to talk where there's a lot of very intelligent doctors, lawyers, people in the political world, just people off the street. And this friend that kind of got me to where I got involved with the APP, he said something today, and I get anxiety when I talk, so it sounds like I'm going to cry, or I could cry, you never know. But he said something today. He says, what the hell's going on? He says, we're in Alberta, we're in Canada, and he said, we just had a woman jailed in Ontario from Alberta, and we never had a premier stand up and say nothing for her. We still have two Albertans. Well, I think, is Freedom George an Albertan? So we still have two Albertans in jail in another country called Ottawa. And in that country, I heard yesterday that, who's the one fella in jail with Freedom George? Pat King. Heard Pat King was supposed to be in court yesterday. They put him on a phone, and the prison guards wouldn't let him talk to his lawyer. So they had to postpone his court case till Monday. What country do we live in that you're not allowed representation from a lawyer? That's freedom. We lost that right there. Everybody in Alberta has got to wake up. Everybody in Canada has got to wake up. There's only one way to get that freedom back, and that's going to be through independence. And independence is it's a very hard thing. It just doesn't happen by sitting on your couch and playing with your phone or your iPad or flipping the TV around. Independence happens right here. And the group of people we have here right now, there's not one person here I don't think doesn't want independence, is there? Exactly. The way we're going to achieve that independence is we rally people together. In May of last year, I did the No More Lockdowns Rodeo Rally. I did it because I was going to rallies across Canada, or across Alberta, from north to south, east to west, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to all these cities and it's all rural people in it, so we'll do a rodeo rally. And we changed Alberta. Well, yeah, I pissed Jason Kenney off, trust me. But that one didn't piss him off the worst. We tried to do one the next month in June called the No More Jason Kenney Rodeo Rally. That one pissed him off. And the funny thing about that is I went and bought a UCP membership last fall. And I went to the convention. I was involved with several AGMs, like MLA AGMs, and the system's broke, people. It's broke. I had a talk with a lady down in Cardston area there about a month ago, and she was running against Choi or Chow or whatever the hell his name is at Cardston. And I told her, I says, you're in it for the battle of your life. I said, it's going to be the dirtiest fight you've ever been in. And what happened to her? Her name's Jody, if anybody, Gateman. So there's another fella sitting right here. I told his wife at Benalto here about a month or so ago that he was going to be in the dirtiest fight of his life. Look at what happened to him. So do we fix it? No. Do we fix the UCP? No. We have to repair, and there's too much repairing. There's levels that people don't see. You guys see the MLAs, but I took it to task in the last 8 months. I was always the person that went and voted every 4 years, and I thought it was enough, and it wasn't. And that's why I ended up doing the rodeo, going to rallies, and doing what I've been doing for the last year. The UCP is so broke. Well, they're telling people to wear their mask and get vaccinated. I have pictures of me standing with Jason Kenney right here with with his mask on. I went 2 days to the UCP convention and never wore a mask. So he's standing right beside me. I voted right beside him. It's all a lie if you haven't figured it out. And we have to change that lie. And by doing that, you can't rebuild something that needs to be burnt down. It has to be burnt to the ground. Let me ask you this. Who here in this room, put your hand up if you would do this. Who wants to repair the NDP? Exactly. So I've been saying that it doesn't matter who the leader is, whether it's the NDP or UCP right now with Jason Kenney. It's broken. So let's build something. We have the power, we have the intelligence. The speakers you watched here today, the speakers you watched here today, that's only a few of the ones that you will see. You need to go to the Alberta Prosperity Project website. And I tell people this, I get phone calls. I spend 12 hours a day on the phone trying to educate people on what's going on. People are lost. And the easiest thing I can tell you is, I learned this years ago going to rodeo schools. If you spend 3 to 5 days at a school and you can take 3 things back and learn 3 things that you withhold in your brain in them 3 to 5 days, you've done very well. You guys have been loaded with information today, very good information. But it'll be hard to retain some of that. Go to the website and watch the videos. Go to the Facebook and watch the videos. The more you watch them, the more you will see the same people doing different. You can only say so much in 15 minutes up here. And Dennis Modry is probably the smartest man I could say I know right now. I really don't know anybody that can put together what he's put together with this. There's lots of other people have helped in it, but he's a very intelligent man. I've followed him for years before this project ever started. The other people that were up here are the same, very intelligent people. We got lots of doctors, lawyers, business people, and all of that come and speak at these events. You have to go on and watch all of them. We've had Dr. Daniel Nagase, Dr. Hodgson. We've got many different lawyers and people that speak. It's a great project. I run through everything I could to see our way out of this. I got in trouble by my lawyer this spring. He said, Albertans do not know nothing about the law, and they do not know enough about politics. So that's what I've pursued since May of 2021, was trying to figure out how the political world works. And the only out I've been able to find is right here. And I've worked that table back there at numerous events in the last 2 months, and it's amazing to see the people when they walk in the room. We get lots of people never been to one, and they've got a deer in the headlight look, and it's like, the hell are we getting into here? And when they walk out of here, it's just like they've had a weight lifted off their shoulder. They've found what is going to work for us. If it's that simple in 2 hours, it will work. People see it, and they know it's going to work. And we have some great people involved. There's lots of things I could talk about today, but I wanted to touch on the freedom thing. One other thing I missed there. What the hell have we got a pastor in jail for the last month for? When I did my rodeo, I assessed it. I said, they're not going to shoot me. They're not going to hang me. They may put me in jail or fine me. So I'll do that for my family or for Alberta. And I always say that I'm here for 4.4 million people. And it's true. But something we need to do, we got to quit standing behind everybody. We got to start standing beside. We have to figure out a way how to get the pastor out of jail. And we have to figure out a way to get our people back from the other country called Ottawa. And this is our start. We have to go for independence and fight the fight and find more people. When you guys leave here today, you need to bring more people back with you. You need to grab pamphlets at the back. The stickers are free. Take them. Give them to friends, give them to kids. We got to educate everybody. Take the brown pamphlet, hand them to your neighbors. People are hard to wake up. The petition, we need to fill the petition out. That is very important. That is a piece of paper that we can move mountains with it. And that membership, that is how we make this happen. There's expenses to put these deals on, and we need to keep that support going. And you need to be informed on what's going on next. The Alberta Prosperity Project is one of the greatest groups that I'm involved with, and I'm involved with lots of groups right now, and they do a little bit of partnering here and there. So please support them, but get involved with your local chapter. We're going to start a chapter up here between Sundre, Caroline Rocky, probably a Rimby one. And we need to get people involved. To achieve 1 million people, it's very, very possible. When I look into the crowd today, we see lots of gray hair, and I've said that for a long time. Got a little myself. But the people that I can see that we need to start bringing in is more the 20, 30, 40s, the younger parents, and we got to get them involved, because the next time this happens, the large majority of this group right here will not be here when it happens. And we have to get them in the fight, and we have to keep fighting. It doesn't matter how old you are. We got to stay in the fight, get engaged, and take advantage of every opportunity we can get. And this is the greatest opportunity we have at the moment. Thank you.